Welcome to WKRP Montrose, a radio station masquerading as a podcast about Montrose, Colorado, and the Western Slope.
All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of WKRP. Sitting on the couch with us is Mike from Deep Canyon Coffee. Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Good. How are you this morning?
I'm doing pretty good.
This morning is correct.
Yeah, I'll be
We're doing a special one for Mike. This
Yeah.
is Sunday morning we're recording this.
Right. So
First ever weekend podcast episode.
is there ever a scenario where you're not like, hey, let me take credit for something that I shouldn't take credit for? Or is it just like you just... You find every opportunity.
There's not a credit taking opportunity.
Well, you want to be thanked.
I'm telling him this is a special.
No.
This is a special thing we're doing for Mike.
Right. Yeah. He wants you to thank him for
he's
getting
going
up on a Sunday morning.
He's going out of town next week, right?
Yeah, I am.
So
Maybe.
Yeah.
you better be gone.
There's no part of that where he shouldn't be saying, "Hey, Mike, thanks for getting up on a Sunday morning and being part of WKRP Montrose."
That's not how this
so
works.
Since he won't do it, I'll do it for him. So thanks, Mike, for showing up. There's somebody else that we need to thank, and I'm going to show it to you real quick. Check this out. So Rob I was on social media, and I sent this to Rob, and I said, Rob, this is something that people should know about. I feel like this is something that everybody should have in their house.
If you like coffee,
Yeah.
I've been.
Is there anybody that doesn't like coffee?
Yeah. Well.
So I'm gonna, as true to form, I'm gonna screw this up. So, but the ROK Espresso,
Nope. There's no X in espresso.
Espresso.
Try that again.
Smart shot. The ROK Espresso Smartshot.
Can you put that on the screen so I can see what you're doing?
No, I'm not
over
putting
there?
it on the screen. It's
I want
basically,
to watch you mess this up live.
no, I didn't mess it up live. Look, I've got the logo
messed it up.
on there.
Yeah.
Who did?
You did.
You
How?
said espresso,
It's Presso,
and it's the Presso.
Yeah, there's no ES in here.
right?
No.
You guys are getting away from the point. This is a really cool looking device. And so what we're going to do is we've been waiting for Mike. We haven't even unboxed it yet. So we're going to have an unboxing moment. Mike, I guess you got the table there in front of you. We'll let you open this up and we'll see we don't even know if there's like instructions, like a manual.
No idea.
Do we need to like
I don't know.
put this together?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of legendary.
Yeah, Mike, I'm going to hand this to you, Mike.
Like I was just looking at reviews, and this thing is not a new product, as far as I can tell. It's been around a while, and it's loved apparently by coffee aficionados
Everywhere.
Yeah.
All right. So the big moment.
Yeah.
Drum roll. I don't have a drum roll.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll do this.
This guy was good.
Yeah.
I can't tell if you can see it or not.
Oh,
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a camera right in front of you, right here. So that's your shot.
Okay.
Oh.
So the reason we have this obviously is because Mike runs Deep Canyon Coffee, and we thought, much like we bring Pomona beer, why not have Mike bring some of his coffee and actually make some espresso?
So we should have a professional, is what you're saying.
Well, I don't know.
On an unprofessional show, we should have a professional doing it.
Well, I mean, he's made a lot of coffee in his time,
Right.
But he could mess it up. We'll see.
Oh yeah, I can totally mess this up because I don't make espresso.
Well, but it should be just a few pieces. It really is a beautiful but simple.
It's well packaged. I can tell you that
Yeah.
right now. We've got some momentary difficulties.
Well, try not to.
Yeah, no, you're not breaking anything. Oh, it comes pre-assembled.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's
smaller than I thought.
Look at that. Oh, how heavy is it? Is it heavy?
No.
It's not heavy.
what's it made of? Let me guess. You're going to say aluminum.
Aluminium.
Made of aluminium.
Aluminium.
The guy that designed it's British, apparently. So we're going to say aluminium.
Well, Mike said it's steel.
Stainless steel and plastic.
Okay.
It looks cool. I mean, so obviously, if you can't tell, it is a manual espresso maker. And I think look at it, it's beautiful. I mean, it would look really cool on a countertop.
How many coffee shops do we have in Montrose?
I don't know,
There's a lot.
4 or 5 maybe.
Yeah. Any ones particular that you want to like give a shout out to? No?
I mean, I like Cimarron.
Yeah. San Juan Brews.
Yeah,
That's That's a good one.
Yeah. I mean, Coffee Trade has been around a long time. I like their
Coffee
old
Trader.
location.
Yeah.
The old house.
And then if you want to brew it at home, you got Deep Canyon Coffee, right?
Apparently, today.
Yeah, right. All right. So how does that? So give us a breakdown, and you're gonna have to come. Either come back to your mic or move the table over closer so we can hear you a bit. That's probably better. Yeah, move the table over closer, get it where you want it to be.
So, I mean, it seems relatively simple.
Yeah, there was no installation. I could have handled that. Oh, he's got the manual. That's not good.
That better be in 7 different languages. If it's all in English,
It is.
okay. Because if that was all instructions in English, that would be a lot.
All right. So the point of doing
Are
this.
you one of those guys then, Mike, who reads the instructions?
Only when I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
No, you just wing it.
that is more my MO.
You throw the instructions away purposely. Like,
How many
doing this.
times does it take you to put together something from IKEA?
Forever.
Yeah.
And then you always end up with bits left over.
There's already some like instructions. He did look. He
So
did check it out.
where does the water go?
Oh,
It must go in there.
yeah.
And
And
then-
you put that's the little dual spout to come out there on the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And then this should lock again.
Look at that.
All
Bam.
right. And then how does the water, is there a cap or something on top?
I don't see one.
So you pour the water in
Yeah.
and then just press it down.
I'm assuming so.
So it's going to fill up the channel there. Hey, this is great radio. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's a good thing we have video. 'cause
Yeah, well,
we're not giving a play-by-play.
This would be terrible without video.
But okay, well,
That's it.
all right. Simple, easy does it. No problem.
All right. Well,
So we're going to get.
the water is
Are you
hot.
you're going to get the kettle.
I'll go and get it.
Okay.
You got
In the
the
in the
espresso?
meantime, we'll talk about the coffee.
Okay.
So we'll let Rob be the valet to go get the water.
We'll start with my espresso.
So you're gonna have to come back to the mic, or we're gonna have to move the mic around.
Ha.
You want to move the mic around so you can be more close? It's on a stand, so you should be able to just pick it up and move it around there. There you go.
Yeah, that way I can prepare
Yeah.
the shot.
Now we don't have a sandbag for it, so it might want to lean. You want to put it up close to the table there? Yeah.
It's kind of
No?
in the way.
Okay. All right. You're good. I'll turn the level up. There you go.
Okay, before you put the water in, I need to put the coffee in here.
All right. So first, we want to thank ROK
Yeah,
for the Presso
yeah.
Smartshot.
They sent it to us to try out on the podcast. So
ROK.
ROK. Yeah, we like it. What's first impressions as a coffee guy? First impressions of the
Simple.
Presso simple?
Yep.
Yeah, like it.
beautiful and simple.
Elegant.
see.
Elegant. Should we use the word elegant?
It seems very British in engineering.
That's a good thing, though, right?
I've seen the street vendors, on YouTube and stuff that have these old presses
Yeah.
making coffee on the street,
Oh,
and they're twice the size of this. It seems, just old.
It says to
Old
pre-warm.
engineering.
oh, pre-warm the
Pre-warm.
pourer. Okay.
Read it. Read the instructions.
You can tell that this show is not scripted.
instructions.
We should have probably gone over this and tried to figure it out.
The UK instructions.
You can read the American ones if there are.
Okay. Well, no.
Number one.
Oh, pre-warm the portafilter. Yeah.
So I'm going to do that. Because,
All right.
we're going to do it by the book for our friends.
There we go.
I could just sit on it and
That's probably not.
warm up.
So, Mike, walk me through real quick. You've got the Descent
Yes.
coffee beans in front of you.
Yes.
While you're telling me, before you tell me about it, how did you get into not brewing, but I guess
So I'm a coffee roaster.
coffee roasting coffee. Mm-hmm. That was the word. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, and I haven't had a coffee yet. I'm desperately waiting for this to happen. So you guys will have to forgive me a little bit. But like, what got you started in the industry? Why did you choose coffee? You're here in Montrose, Colorado. Have you been here a long time?
I've been in Colorado for just over a decade.
Okay.
11 years.
How long in Montrose?
3.
3. Okay. So, wow. Well, this is the first time we've got a relatively newbie to Montrose on the show. I didn't know that about you. I thought you'd been here a little bit longer. Okay. So did you bring coffee roasting with you?
I need that smaller scoop.
Or did you come here and decide, what Montrose needs is another coffee roaster?
Well, how many coffee roasters do we have?
We have several.
We're starting to get more coffee roasters here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But mine is a family business. So my dad's been roasting for 25 years. And as I was starting a website, I was going to sell his coffee just to add to the other merchandise on the site.
Okay.
And since then, it has just taken over as the primary.
How does Dad feel about that? You came in, the youngster came in and just took over. Is he okay with that?
Over.
Oh, okay.
No.
It's a different operation, right? Your dad does something. It's not Deep Canyon. That's your brand.
Right. Deep Canyon is my brand. He was selling it for me. He was drop shipping for me.
Ah, okay.
Oops. And no, he's very supportive, but he's also just tied into his coffee shop. That's all he roasts for. He doesn't do distribution or anything like that.
Okay. So he's got like a physical retail shop somewhere.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is it somewhere here in Montrose, or is it not here in Montrose?
In North Carolina.
In North Carolina. Mm-hmm. Okay. There's some feedback. It didn't come with a press.
Didn't come with a press.
Okay.
It didn't come with a stir.
But is the
to aerate?
Does it come with the scoop?
It comes with the scoop.
Okay.
But the scoop doesn't fit in my bag.
But is the right? But the scoop is
It's supposed to be the
presumably
press?
you can use the bottom of the scoop as the press.
Yes.
Well, but then that would be more the exact dimension of the thing, which it's not.
And I was,
Anyway, it's still pretty cool.
Yeah. So
All right.
now my family is supportive because I'm continuing the lineage of the coffee that he created. He started his own roasting style because he didn't really pay attention to the industry.
Okay.
He just did what he felt was right and created some really great tasting coffee.
So this coffee gets brewed actually or it gets roasted in North Carolina and then comes here? No, you roast it here.
I roast it here.
Okay.
He roasts it there, I roast it here.
Okay.
It comes in sacks of 130 to 150 pound burlap sacks of beans.
Okay.
And I roast it here.
All right.
I'd love it if you guys wanted to come by and watch me do some
Check out the shop. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got to get a visual here. So we're a little blocked by the kettle. There we go.
Okay, there we go.
And
All right, so it says to fill the water to just below the metal ring.
Mm-hmm. Seems simple enough. Let me make sure this is all the way up. Okay.
all right, here we go. We'll bring in let's bring in camera 2 here if we can.
Uh-oh.
Did we already get started?
It just leaked out.
Uh-oh. We're missing it. Oh, I see it did. It's leaked out over the sides.
Yeah. It's not staying in.
Hold on. Do we need to finish reading the instructions before we pour more water? Was there a starting point? Oh, is it reverse? You pull it up.
Let's see if it
Oh,
starts
wait.
this way.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, I'm sure when you lift the arms up, it probably loads it,
Yeah.
channels the water, and then you push it down again.
Right.
I'm assuming.
Yeah. First timer's mistake.
All right. Okay, here we go. Hold on. We get a little bit more of the magic. There we go.
So now what? You lift the arms up.
I'm assuming so.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Doing it.
Okay, and then it's presumably loading. Like I said, it's
Doing the press.
It still leaks.
all right. Well, let's. Oh, right. The water is now going like in the chamber,
Yeah.
and now when you press it down.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
This feels like
There we go.
Look at that.
Okay.
Look at that.
this feels like things that would have been well, we can't use that. We can't use what it just did.
What did it do?
Let's keep going. I want coffee.
Apple I was using the phone and Apple did a thumbs down. I don't know why, because it probably caught your hands doing a thumbs down type of thing. So, all right. Well, it's looking good.
Okay.
All right, I have some sugar because I like, and it's a shot. That's an espresso shot,
Right.
not some of the
Supposedly,
gargantuan ones that I've had in the US where you have to gulp them down. Like in Europe, that's a shot.
What are you trying to say? This is an American thing where we do everything way bigger than it needs to be?
Oh, they're usually about
That's
an
exactly it.
ounce.
Not in some places I've been to.
Okay.
All right.
All right, well,
Who's first?
Rob is the guinea pig.
let's do it.
Yeah. Because he's going to have the biggest opinion of it one way or the other.
It looks good. I feel like I could have packed the grounds a little bit tighter
Yeah.
because it was very easy to press.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
I
then,
feel like there should be more resistance
Okay.
and, a little bit tighter pack.
let's do it. Let's do another one.
Yeah. Well, we have to do another one. It only does 2 at a time.
Right.
Ugh, that's terrible coffee.
Is it really?
No, I'm just kidding.
This is not going. I feel like we should already start over on this episode.
It's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not
If
a
you don't
coffee.
mind sharing.
No, I don't.
I'm not a coffee expert, but it tastes good. It's not bitter. You know.
Right. So my espresso is
So
just supposed to be kind of a baseline espresso, medium roasted, no bitterness. Stands out when you add milk to it.
Tastes like coffee.
yeah.
Like classic.
Concentrated coffee.
Yeah.
A little bit stronger than,
You want to make another one?
yeah.
I want to see you pack it in so that we
Okay.
can get some resistance and actually really force the water through that coffee.
Oh, yeah. And we've got 2 more coffees to try. Because
All right.
espresso doesn't have to be
So-
labeled espresso. You can,
What
you
is
can
pa-
use any coffee.
what does packing it tighter do? There is a lot of leakage.
Yeah.
I feel like there's something that we're not.
I got a trash can. I need to.
Yeah, I'm going to grab something.
Okay.
So packing it tighter
Yeah.
will allow more pressure to build up.
Okay.
And that's going to,
So you're actually getting
allow-
more of a press than pushing the hot water through the bean or through the ground.
yeah, you
Okay.
want to get the right balance of pressure, a little bit more pressure to extract the coffee from the grounds.
Okay. So the result of it not being packed is what? It's going to be a little thinner.
Yes.
I'll
Yeah.
empty it and bring it back.
All right. There's a lot of moving parts to this episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
We're also not in a kitchen or anything.
no, we're not. That might have been a better idea, right? If we had decided to do this in a kitchen,
Yeah. Could have been.
Okay, so back to Dad's in North Carolina. You're here, existing business. You came in. You said, "Hey, I've got a brand that I want to create out here for Colorado.
Yes.
That I think would be a good fit
Yeah.
for the type of flavors that I want to create
Right.
for the roasting and for the beans.
Yes.
Thus comes Deep Canyon Coffee.
Yes.
And
So, I named it on the website to just carry the brand. And he was doing all of my roasting for the past couple years. And in March, or in the winter of last year, I decided that I needed to get the same equipment that he's operating with and start roasting right here in Colorado, keep the brand going, and kind of reflect the local area, Deep Canyon. I couldn't name it Black Canyon. That
Right.
name was already taken.
Right.
And it's a little generic.
There's already a Black Canyon Coffee, or just
Yeah.
there's already a Black Canyon. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
there's already
look,
Black Canyon.
not to be confused, Deep Canyon Coffee is what we're talking about today. Although it does have a very iconic shot on the packaging that you might recognize as
Yes.
being local.
Yes.
So how do you determine how do you determine the flavors in the coffee? Like, I know it's part of the roasting process, right? Either helps create some of that. Some of it's the bean and the area that it comes from that creates some of the flavors.
Yes. So the origins are from around the world.
Okay.
All equatorial regions. Arabica comes from higher elevation plantations and farms. Each region, different soils, different temperatures, different geography creates different qualities to the coffee. So you can rely on single origin, which just it exhibits those specific qualities in each bean origin, or you can do blends, which I'm experimenting more with to kind of create more variety without creating the spectrum of light to dark necessarily. Because
so when you create a blend, is just for like layman's terms, does that mean that you're actually roasting two different types of beans together, or is it like
occasionally?
Okay, all right.
So occasionally you can roast the beans together if they have the same roast
temperature.
Temperature. Yeah.
Okay.
Some beans I roast separately because I want one particular bean to be a higher temperature roast,
and then you grind them and mix them
together
as you like.
Okay, that's how the blend happens.
Yeah.
All right.
And they come from known recipes, known balances that work, and then you tweak them a little bit depending on taste.
So what's the next one?
The next one is going to be the Canyon Blend.
And what was the first blend?
We did Descent first.
Descent Espresso.
Yeah.
Very Colorado names, you know.
Yeah.
All.
And you don't have
Mountain.
you don't have a retail location. These are drop shipped directly, right?
These are shipped directly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And in Montrose, I mean, if you place a big enough order, I'm sure Mike will bring them to you.
I feel like I've seen you
business,
hand deliver to people in places before. I don't know if you want people to know that or not, but
Hey, I said if the order's big enough.
right. Okay.
I use Pomona Brewing as a drop point.
Yeah.
Thanks to Pomona Brewing.
Some
Yeah.
of my best customers are the staff there.
Yeah, and we and like we've said, we normally have beer from Pomona.
Yeah.
But it's 10:30, 10:45 on Sunday.
Where did that scoop go?
Is it too early to have beer at 10:30? Well, we're doing coffee, so
Yeah.
but I'm just saying. Thank you to Pomona Brewing for being a sponsor of the show.
Is it
We
in
love
the
you
other
guys.
bag?
The scoop. Oh, did we lose the scoop already? Oh,
There
we
it
go.
is. It's a little bit too early for Mike, apparently.
I think it's too early for all of us. I think that's a revelation that we've had that we should probably stick to in the future.
Yeah, this is why we don't normally do Sundays or mornings.
Right? Yeah.
So, but where are you going with Deep Canyon? What's the plan? What's the long-term goal? You want to be in retail stores across the country? You want to be the next Starbucks? What?
No. I want to stay small.
Yeah.
My capacity does not match what the industry does as a whole. It's very small scale, and I would love to just find a niche to stay in. Get some retailers,
Yeah.
maybe a variety of coffee shops that want to serve the coffee.
All right, so you're packing this one down more than last time, right? To get some extra pressure and maybe some extra crema, right?
Yeah. So this
Okay,
one's
Rob.
together.
Crema. Is that the lighter foamy part at the top?
Yes, Dennis.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, again,
It's your first time ever drinking coffee.
No, here's the thing: is that Rob, forgets that some of you listen to the show and don't watch the show, and so just for our listeners,
Oh, you're doing
what is
it for
that-
them.
Yeah, I am doing it for them. It's oftentimes that I'm here looking out for you guys, the listeners, and Rob just thinks that you're a menace that are, I guess, a necessary evil. Is that the way you would feel about it?
Yeah.
Do you feel like your customers, Mike, are a necessary evil for your business? There's definite leakage going on there. So either we've got something not figured out correctly.
Oh, my customers are great.
Your customers are great. I think our customers are great at WKRP. All the listeners that are out there that take the time to share the show, like it, respond to it, give it a thumbs up, comment on it. Call the number 970-316-3162.
Okay, I'm going to give you that because I want another
Oh, yep. Here we go.
another shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We're just going to keep
Round
making-
two. We're
So
gonna try to
what do we think so far about this experiment of doing this kind of thing on a podcast?
doing a live unboxing of a product.
I don't know if
at the
it's a
show?
good idea or not.
I think Mike is doing a great job of trying to make us look better than we are. So
Oh, I'm creating a mess over here.
that's all right.
That's all right.
we have-
Dennis will clean it up.
Yeah.
But I love experimenting with new toys.
I mean, it's cool. I from a product design perspective, it just looks awesome. Like
Yeah.
on your countertop at home. And it's simple. I think that's
So is there like, yeah, because I can see what it's doing right now, but the question is there like, it's got to be in the instructions. Give me the instructions. I got to see this now.
what's got to be.
There's got to be a fill line or something that
It
tells
says just below the metal ring at the top.
you. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, right inside there.
Okay. Hold on a second.
Go on.
Yeah, keep going.
You keep going.
Yeah.
Let me dump this.
Do you want to just change those out?
Yeah.
Okay, so you pour in with the handles down, which we did.
Yep. Figured that one
Then
out.
you lift the handles up, and then you lift it down until you hear a click.
Right.
Click.
It's
Oh, I didn't hear it click because I got these on.
the click is on the way down. Right?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, you did it right the last time. Let's just go again.
We'll try it again.
All right.
Is this water still hot?
Yep, I reboiled it.
All right. Something to know. This is not dishwasher safe.
Oh. So you can hear it, right? You can hear the water going into the
filling.
chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to go slow. Maybe it had to prep the seals.
Yep. This kind of thing makes sense. When you use it the first time, it clicked then.
It's all the way up.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
The click is at the bottom, is what it said. So when you push down, you push all the way down until it clicks.
And I'm just moving slow. It's really easy to move.
Yeah.
More pressure this time? It looks like you're having to put more pressure on it.
A little bit.
I mean, and I love the fact that it's not mechanical. Like, it's not necessary to have.
It doesn't have to be plugged into anything. It doesn't.
No,
have
but
any,
for home,
right.
for home use, it's not necessary to have a big, expensive, loud espresso machine.
This is far easier than espresso machines. Like,
Yeah, it takes seconds to clean it too.
And I'm just going slow. It's not hard. It doesn't take any effort.
It doesn't say anything about like the tempo or how much time it should take. Coffee will be fully extracted after around 30 seconds. Actually, it does. It says the arms will click into a lockdown position. Release arms. Coffee will be fully extracted after around 30 seconds. Repeat if necessary.
All right.
I'm going to repeat.
Oh,
We have more coffee.
Okay. It says repeat if necessary.
if necessary. How do we know it's necessary?
Well, we had water left in it last time.
Oh, there was.
So you could do. Oh,
There's a little bit left in there.
okay.
All right.
Okay.
Done.
It does look a little darker this time.
Well, yeah, different coffee too, of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that I think that did better.
Let me see. I want to taste.
I want to taste it.
Okay.
One of the benefits of roasting your own coffee is you drink coffee all day.
All day. Is that? I mean, have you been to your doctor? What is your blood pressure? How
Yeah, I
is-
don't think that's a good thing. No,
I don't have a doctor.
You don't have a doctor,
so there's nothing wrong. If nobody tells you there's something,
right? If there's
Nothing
nobody to
wrong
tell
with
you,
you,
that there's
then you're
something wrong
fine.
with you.
I keep waking up.
Yeah. That's the only prerequisite is that each morning I keep waking up, so I must be fine. I must be doing all right. All right. How is the flavor? How is the taste this time? Is it better?
I like mine with a little sugar.
Yeah.
So it masks the flavor a little bit.
Yeah. And
But it's good.
yeah,
It's smooth.
it's smooth.
Yeah, it's very smooth.
Now I noticed that there was no crema as you previously described.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's a pressure thing. I don't know. I'm not really a.
Is that is the
It's
water
gotta-
temperature should that have been hotter? I don't know.
Possible water temp. It could be a little bit hotter, but it strikes me that this might not just build enough pressure,
Okay.
just as the device itself, to make it easy. Make it more mainstream.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's supposed to. That's their kind of plan. But we're going to keep using it now. I mean, this is now the office coffee machine, so
This is the office coffee.
I'm going to master the use of this thing.
Okay.
Figuring out, the exact what coffee works best.
All right. So how do people order
That
Deep
had
Canyon
sugar in
coffee?
it. This was your old cup.
Oh,
You you were like, hey, wait a second, that wasn't supposed to taste
my
like
coffee's
that.
not supposed to taste like this.
Sweet.
So how do people get Deep Canyon coffee? What's the URL? Where do they go? How do they order from the store?
You can go online. deepcanyoncoffee.com.
Okay. Order direct, drop ship to your house, pick up at Pomona Brewing on an occasion.
Yeah, local pickup. I'll either coordinate with the customer because I'm the only employee. I can reach out to all the customers.
You're a business of one.
I'm a business of one.
Nice job.
What about your other employees, Felicia and Jack?
Well,
Do they help out at all?
Not really.
Do you want to tell people why they don't help out at all?
Do you want to tell us who Felicia and Jack is?
There's a reason Felicia and Jack don't really help very much.
Well, Jack sleeps under the roaster.
Okay.
He's lazy.
Pretty lazy. He's more of a customer relations
Yeah.
Got it.
individual.
And he deals with all the complaints too, right?
100,
He files them appropriately?
Yeah.
110-pound German Shepherd.
Okay.
You got a complaint, go and see Jack.
Yeah.
And Felicia just minds her own business. She doesn't have any...
She plays no part
job,
in this, no.
Yeah.
And Felicia is your, 7-pound cat? How heavy is she?
She's 10, 11 pounds now. Yeah,
That's a big cat.
Yeah, so in my phone, he is Mike Felicia Cat. And I was going to change it to Deep Canyon, or actually his real name. But no, I'm keeping it as Mike Felicia Cat.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a one human employee operation.
It's a 3 individual three people company.
Yeah.
But just
Yeah,
one.
there's 3 of them. Mike's lucky he hasn't been fired yet. He's come close a couple of times.
I got a feeling as long as he's dropping off the kibble, everybody's happy.
Yeah.
yeah. And they bug me all the time while I'm working.
Yeah.
They don't like me working.
I bet in the winter though, Jack, both of them, but they're going to love it under the roaster, right? It's going to be so warm.
Yeah, Jack likes it under the roaster.
Yeah.
It's a little dangerous for him, but I usually shoo him away, but he
sneaks back in there.
Gets right there under the table.
So when you're supporting Deep Canyon Coffee, you're not just supporting Mike. You're supporting Felicia and Jack as well.
You're putting food in the bowls of 2. I mean, Jack's a big boy, right? He needs to eat. So yeah, do it for the animals.
What were the little bottles that you brought?
So these are the whole bean.
Okay.
For each bag that I brought, I just brought the whole bean so you could see.
Okay.
What?
Let's
what it looks like.
let's have a look. Can I see? I want to see the differences in color.
So there's the can.
So would you know what you were looking at if you did notice a difference in color? I felt like that was a very
I want to. Do you know what?
What?
He brought them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pretend.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go. Oh yeah, look.
Yeah, most people can't tell the difference.
I'm trying to be a good host here.
Oh, okay.
I'm just, he brought them.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. All right.
I don't care, but I'm going to do this. Go, oh yeah, and I'm going to open them up, and I'm going to go.
Now they do smell good.
Oh, it's good.
They do smell good. I already opened them. They do smell good.
And you can buy chocolate covered coffee beans, right? Have you seen those? It's quite common in places.
Do you sell chocolate covered coffee beans?
No.
Oh,
We know chocolate guys. I know you know them too.
that might
Maybe there's a collab there.
I do like.
There is. I'm open to collaborations.
Well, there you go. Local Montrose businesses.
Go and speak to Lynn and Mike. They're probably there now. On your way out, drop a jar off. Tell them to do so, and they won't do just chocolate covered beans. Mm-hmm. They'll do some. I don't know. They could do different colors and turn them into like Skittles.
Huh?
Imagine that. You give them out to kids for Halloween.
All right. Well, Rob is trying to get us canceled because really what he wants is all of your children running around hopped up on caffeine that aren't his children that he doesn't have to deal with.
Then I go home, lock my door, and just laugh myself to sleep.
That does sound like something Rob would do.
Well,
Yeah.
good. You like coffee?
This was a good experiment.
I think so.
I think it went well.
I mean, I love that machine. It's beautiful, but I love the simplicity of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But did it make good coffee?
I mean, I liked it.
Well,
yes.
what part of it was the good coffee? Was it Mike's beans that made the good coffee, or was it the ROK Presso
Well, it's
Smartshot?
definitely. I mean, it's a combination. Right? You can't have good coffee without good beans. That's for sure.
I got a feeling if you had done that, it wouldn't have been as good. I think Mike doing it made it better.
He's a muppet.
I don't know.
But you can
Mike, you're not going to let him talk to you like that, right?
You can easily ruin good beans by not grinding them properly, by not doing all of those other things.
So do you deliver ground, or do you only deliver the beans?
I do ground.
You do ground. Okay. And they've got to let you know on the website. Do they let you know, like, if it's ground for? Okay, perfect.
Yeah, you select it.
All right.
So I'll do regular grind or fine grind. This is fine grind for espresso machines. Regular grind is for drip or pour over. Typically, if you want to do any other style of coffee, the person will get it whole bean and grind it themselves.
Mm-hmm. If you're a real connoisseur, right? I suppose you grind it as you.
What
use
is the benefit of not getting it ground? Is it because when you grind it fresh? Because, like, all
I
the
guess
machines
it starts to go off, starts to maybe oxidize or something. I don't know.
I wasn't really asking you. I was asking the pro.
Yeah. Well, look at me if you're going to ask.
Right, yeah, I'm sorry. That's a good point.
That's a very good point.
I'm asking you, what's the difference of, like, grinding it right when?
So as soon as coffee is roasted, it starts to deteriorate. It's releasing carbon dioxide gas.
Okay.
Keeping it whole bean reduces the rate at which the carbon dioxide escapes.
Okay.
So that deterioration is slower.
So when you're buying a bag of Starbucks coffee from the store that was roasted 8 months ago, or whenever it was roasted, it's never going to be as good as it can be. Right?
Yeah, after a month, it starts to change
the
flavor. Now, quality beans can last, more than a month. I usually say try to consume it in less than 3 months, and you're still getting top quality. But once you're 6 months out,
if you have a bag of coffee and it takes you 6 months to drink it, you don't like coffee,
so
don't bother buying it,
or you ordered too much, and you should.
Well, then that's
that, or you got it off the grocery store shelf and it's been sitting there for 6 or 8 months.
Right, so it's already past its best when you put it in your cart.
People's palates get used to what they get used to. Too,
well, that's true.
Like,
I mean, people drink that Folgers.
Yeah.
Barely coffee. I mean, it's disgusting. I
Careful.
don't like it, actually.
I'm sure somebody out there drinks Folgers.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Okay.
Well,
and,
to each 30 years ago, coffee culture was different, especially in the U.S. I mean, there wasn't much more than Maxwell House Folgers, chock full of nuts. That was coffee.
Chock full of nuts. The most American name for coffee.
And then the coffee culture changed in the 90s. The Starbucks emerging as a chain of coffee shops. It started to change the industry, and then people started to take notice of higher quality beans. So now it's evolved to where we start to appreciate better coffees.
You're experiencing more of the flavor of the coffee versus, like, different, like you said, where we started the show, elevations, areas, humidity, all of the different things that create a different flavor in each one of the beans, the locations of where they're grown, all of that. Yeah. I like the fact that I didn't really know the idea, or didn't understand the idea until just now, of the oxidation and, like, grinding it there. That makes total sense to me. You're going to get more of the aromatics if you grind it.
Oh, look who's trying to sound fancy now.
I mean, I'm saying that's
aromatics.
Something.
You just Googled that, didn't you?
I mean, my phone is over there, but I didn't.
I want to ask before, because we're getting, we've been on a while.
Yeah.
But before we wrap this up, I do want to ask Coffee Boy over there what he does when he's not drinking coffee, roasting beans. Presumably you don't, you get out and enjoy this place we live, right?
Yeah, move that mic closer to you too when you answer this. Move a little closer.
Yeah, I moved to the area because it's a great launching pad to explore everything around here, and I stay outside as much as possible.
Doing what? I mean, camping. I mean, you've got got that big rig thing, right?
Yeah, some people call it overlanding, but I don't call what I do overlanding, but it's very similar. I get in my truck and do hundreds of miles in a weekend and explore as much as I can and go to, ghost towns and geologic features and just spend time outside in the woods.
So overlanding or like boondocking or whatever, you're out off the grid. You're not connected to anything.
Right.
You're self-sufficient, pack in, pack out type of thing, and going off the road.
Yeah.
As far off the road as you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
And do you go on company retreats with the other two employees? Do they come with you?
One comes with me.
Yeah.
The other one stays home and watches the place.
I'm guessing that's Felicia that stays home. Yeah. Because especially in winter, Jack, a little more cuddly, I bet. And in winter especially, Felicia's not going to keep you warm at night. Jack will.
Well, Felicia's a little more self-sufficient.
Yeah.
She can stay home for days.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
But I also want to add, like, next week, when I go to Oklahoma, of all places, it's a pavement trip, and I'm just going to explore parts of Oklahoma that are not on anybody's radar.
Okay.
I love seeing communities that are not tourist attractions.
Right.
I like seeing the real America.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what reflects in the way I structure my company is I want it to be real, a genuine product,
Right.
rather than just some commercialized, get as much out the door as possible and disregard the quality and make it the same as everything else. I want it to have an identity.
Okay. How do you pick that then as a wholesaler or a retailer? Like, so you're saying as you're traveling out there, maybe you're looking for some of those places that you actually connect to and think, oh man, this would be a good spot for people to discover my product in these locations. That's cool. I like that.
And spread it around.
Yeah. I mean, I love the idea of road trips. I mean, essentially overlanding, it's a road trip, right? Depending on where you go and what vehicle you take. But the idea of just driving, stopping in place, like not necessarily having a well thought out plan. That's exciting to me.
What would be an example of a location like that in Colorado? Like you're leaving Montrose. It's not a destination, but it's like Lake City is something that comes to my mind. Like that's a little town that people don't necessarily, unless you're in the know, you don't go there.
You mean Little Texas?
Little Texas?
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's on the radar of people from Texas.
Right.
It's a destination for them.
I like
So
up in the Northwest.
It's on the radar.
Mika, Craig, all
I was gonna
those
say,
areas.
Have you ever been to Craig?
Yeah.
Yep.
I like that. That Northwest, that is unexplored by most, like the average everyday person who lives in Montrose. I would be shocked if more than half of the people who listen to this have even heard of those places.
Yeah. So if road trips are definite. Like I think that's a thing that most Colorado communities, like as you become a resident of Colorado, you realize you need to like travel around and check out the other places that are there. You know what's good to do when you do that is you should rent a car. Don't take your own car.
Yeah.
So you should.
I mean, I would rent. If I had a choice, I'd probably pick a Subaru.
Yeah, I like Subarus.
Yeah. Where would you get one from though? Because if you go to Hertz and all those other big companies, they don't necessarily have a Subaru, and you're like, I really need a Subaru for this trip.
Yeah. So
where could you go to get a Subaru? Guaranteed.
In that case, I would probably go to rentalcarmontrose.com.
Right. That's what I would do too. That's what Mike would do too.
They have
right?
Subarus.
If you wanted a Subaru,
all-wheel drive.
there really
Great
is
for
only
Colorado.
one place to get one. What's that place again?
Rentalcarmontrose.com. That's a good spot. Mike, I really appreciate you coming and helping us do this product demonstration.
Absolutely.
ROK,
Glad to be here.
we really appreciate you sending the Presso Smartshot. I was going
It's
to call
beautiful.
it Super Shot.
I love
it's
it.
Really cool.
It's beautiful. I love the simplicity. It's great.
The coffee is great. DeepCanyonCoffee.com. That's where we go to buy it. Yep. Order it direct. Get it delivered if you're local.
Hyper local company.
Yeah.
Nationwide.
You'll deliver nationwide.
Well,
we're hopping in the car and taking it somewhere.
It's a Shopify website.
Okay. No. I mean, you're hand delivering.
Oh, hand
like,
delivery. Yeah.
We're looking for some special, like, locals, like experience.
And I mean, if you happen to be a lonely single lady and you want Paul Bunyan over there to turn up on your doorstep, all you got to do is buy a bag of coffee. Right.
Little did you know, we're now having Bachelor on WKRP Montrose.
So
this is a new feature that we weren't really sure that we were going to do.
If you want that to show up at your doorstep, deepcanyoncoffee.com.
Yeah. While we're on it, Rob's a bachelor as well. So if you want to show up to his doorstep,
Definitely do not. I don't even want to hear from
message 970-316-3162. I'll send you the address. I just got it the other day.
I will literally call the police.
Mike, thanks for coming on the show. We appreciate it.
Thanks
Guys,
for
go check
having
out
me.
Deep Canyon Coffee. Make sure that you order some as well. Actually, I tell you what, we will get, if you share this episode, we will get you a bag of coffee. How about that?
But only like a couple of you. We're not doing thousands of bags of coffee,
Oh, and
Well, you keep saying that we only have like 3 listeners, so I feel like
First 3.
We're
there
good.
you go. And the first 3 are 100% of our...
what do we? Oh, we have a
before
special
we
edition.
end, I did a collaboration with the Friends of the Black Canyon.
Oh, fantastic.
This is a fundraiser coffee available through Scott and Taylor with Campers Hub, and the rest of the group there. They're going to have it in their shop, and all of the proceeds go to help this organization.
Yeah, Friends of the Black Canyon is not a new.
Well, we'll do 3
non-profit.
bags of that. And
We'll buy them.
We'll buy them.
And we'll give them away
We'll give them
to,
away.
Yeah.
I don't know, 3 people. We'll come up with something stupid.
We got it. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching another episode of WKRP Montrose. That was a new experiment. We'll see you again soon.
We might not do it again.
Yeah. And again, thank you to ROK for the demo unit so that we can try that out. Rob will be using a lot of it, I can guarantee you.
Yeah.
All right, you guys have a great afternoon. We'll talk to you soon.